honey, I've been driving around in my car, looking for some kind of open bar. It's gonna be alright, gonna be alright. Got no money, but I'll work it out with my charm. Having a good time, ain't doing no harm. It's gonna be alright, gonna be alright. Hey now, honey, I've been driving around in my car, looking for some kind of open bar. It's gonna be alright, gonna be alright. Got no money, but I'll work it out with my charm. Having a good time, ain't doing no harm. It's gonna be alright, gonna be alright.
So we finally made it to Windsor Castle. This is the chapel behind me. And that's where the royal weddings sometimes happen, and then the actual castle part is back up there. So we are just exploring everything around here, but we don't have that much time. We have a time ticket at Stonehenge that we have to make, so we have to leave. We've only been here about an hour now, so we kind of have to head that way, and Stonehenge is a long drive. Took a while to get to the airport, but a good first day so far in London. It's cool to be back here for the second time. I guess in the past year we were here in January, so this time unfortunately there's no Danny, but I'm here with Dad, so you guys will probably see him at some point. But yeah, so we'll see you guys at Stonehenge. Realizing that driving over here is definitely a little bit more difficult than you would initially think. You have a tendency to want to drift to the left, so like the curb that's over there, you really, or another car, you have a tendency to want to hit it. So
at least when I'm driving.
Yeah, so I'm just helping navigate at this point. It's also weird to sit in the front seat where the US driver's seat normally is, but now it's the passenger seat. So that's a little bit weird. There it is, way off in the distance. Normally you take a bus from the visitor center at Stonehenge that you guys saw to like the actual rocks, but we saw that there's like an opportunity to take a little walking trail, so we're trying that. Right now we're on, I guess, what they call like the nature loop or something. So hopefully this actually takes us to where we want to go. It was like a pavement section, and then, the off trail, like now we're walking through a field basically. So hopefully it leads us to the right place. Regardless, it's definitely a cool experience to walk there versus just to jump in the bus. That's what I did the first time, which was fine because it was raining then, but this way it's cool to experience. So good news, we are on the right path. We can see it off in the distance. It's still pretty far away, but we're a little worried that it might have been taking us on a long walk to
nowhere,
somewhere besides Stonehenge. But here, I'll show you guys. Way off out there. And here we are. We finally made it.
Hey, this might come out as total madness, but just wait. I really need to tell you something.
So what'd you think? Seeing Stonehenge in person the first time?
Amazing.
Scale of 1 to 10?
10.
10?
Yeah,
okay.
I think so. I mean, it's so old, so impressive what the ancients could do.
Was it bigger or smaller than you thought it would be in person?
I think it's about right. I think the TV does a pretty good job of giving you dimensions, but I think the way it's all lined up, you see better in person.
Yeah, I mean, it's nice that you can like walk around all the different angles and stuff.
Right.
I mean, and just getting the sense for like, I don't know, I think in person it looks a little bit bigger than on TV. Okay. Like the rocks, to me. Right. But I think they do a good job. Well, now we are deciding to, do the same trail that we walked back on, but there's like a little bit of a detour. Like there's these mounds that you can go walk to. So we're gonna go check those out.
And you don't get to see them on TV.
No, you don't. And I mean, doesn't really look like it's all that spectacular. It just kind of looks like a little tiny mound of grass. Obviously there's some significance to them, but we're just gonna go see what they have in store. So this is where it looks like we came from. I don't know if you can see it back there. And then now we're going. There are the mounds in the distance. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we found out what these mounds are. They're actually Bronze Age burial mounds. So there's that. They found bones, a bunch of different human remains. Another thing that's interesting is it looks like some of the bones were like smaller than what the average bone, like a clavicle, your clavicle bone, smaller than like what the average person's today would be. So maybe they were a little bit smaller than we were. I don't know if that had to do with diet or whatever. But yeah, pretty interesting stuff. big burial mounds. Well, that is it for today's vlog, guys. Hope you guys liked the video. If you did, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed, do already. Tomorrow, we have a bunch of fun stuff coming. We're definitely going to Bath and probably a few other fun things. So we'll bring you along for that too. See you tomorrow. Bye.
I would do anything just to get you back again. I would do anything at all. I know I'm not innocent, you deserve a better man, but let me just hold your hand once more. Ooh, 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 I wanna take you out